Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are you all keeping? This is ThePandaPuncher, ThePandaPuncher. Welcome to Let's Play Heartlands. Heartlands is a game that's very much of the style of Pharaoh and all those sort of old style city builder games. And yeah, I've owned it for quite a while. It's been out since the tail end of 2014. And yeah, we're just going to set up a quick game here and see what we can do with it. I need to choose a crest that doesn't look like ass. And I couldn't be picking one myself. There we go. We're going to be the Eastern Civilization. There's four, North, South, East and West. And being Eastern simply because they like alcohol and they provide more workers, and I like both those things. So we are going to be Macden the Impulsive. We're going to look like that. And away we go. We're going to keep the default settings here to keep the overall difficulty at 100%. And hopefully it won't crash this time. Hello, Mrs. Chancellor. Oh, what a lovely location. This is, my lord. I suggest we start building our city right here. So immediately you can tell the art style is, I don't know, I've played this for a wee bit now, and at times I find it very, I don't know, dare say charming or something along those lines, but then at times I'm like, ugh, I mean, they could have done so much more. But anyway, enough about that. Unlike games like Pharaoh, where you just basically thrown into a world, might have been some wild animals like hippos or something, there's quite a few little dangers located around the map. So we have like abandoned mines here that are protected by ghosts. We have quite a few of those. We have this troll's lair, which I'm assuming, I'm going out on a limb here, contains a troll, and another troll's lair, goblin sort of settlement, sort of mage's tower or something, warlock, and yeah, basically there is the odd thing to be concerned about. And then of course we do have our raw resources. We have trees, iron, coal, stone, all that good stuff. But where am I going to set up? See, I'm nearly tempted to set up here because you've got a big area to play with and you've got natural resources, but you're quite close to this. You don't have many trees. Then if you start up here might be the best option though. Do these guys attack you even if you haven't... Do you have to provoke them, or do you just have to get near them? One way to find out, and that's just to start building. So, like any game that is of this style, I have a starting methodology, and for the most part it works in this like it did back in the day for Pharaoh. So I'm just going to stick with it. Trying to think where I'm going to lay various different areas of my civilization. Probably going to want to come down. Ooh, we're pinned in by the fucking ghosts. I'm not sure if they attack or not, so I'm just going to have to be careful and hope for the best. So, plot down some houses. We'll start from this end and we can find out early on whether or not they attack. So, no, don't do that. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Same the other. Whoa, shite. Ugh. I mean, I do appreciate isometric games, but sometimes it can be frustrating when you're trying to place things like that. So, storage and distribution. This will be basically a peddler's tent. Now, they take stuff to all the settlements within this range. Food, clothes, beer, all that kind of stuff. And it's very much the bazaar of Pharaoh. I'm going to be comparing this to Pharaoh a lot because it's the game it reminds me most of. So we've got that, some houses. We are going to want to set up a second set of houses. I'm leaving a gap between them because we will need space, put down gardens and that kind of stuff, because as in Pharaoh, these houses need upgrading. And sometimes they need, you have to meet various criteria and all this. And one of those criteria, funnily enough, is beauty. So I always create a bit of space for that. So we do. So that's our initial set of houses. What we need now, before we start doing anything else, set up some food and all that. We'll set this one up beside the apple tree so it can take care of them. And we'll set another one, and another one. Make sure they're all connected to roads. And this is where it gets a bit finicky. Get a bit... word that means awkward. Why don't we have fences? Oh, you don't need fences for these. That's the animal farms you need fences for. So, plant a bunch of turnips around these guys. On top of adding more orange trees. I keep calling them orange trees because look at them. You telling me they don't look like orange trees. But no, they're fucking apples. That's just weird. I'm not sure if they need actually like one tile access or anything, but I'm just gonna do a couple of rows like that. Don't block anything completely off, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, so that's initial food. We also want to set up initial animals and all that kind of fun stuff, because very quickly our settlers will need clothes and all this nonsense that settlers want. So it'll be one pigsty, one like goat, and one sheep. So that can go all the way to along here, and then down and across. And we'll give this one a wee bit something different, just to break up the way it looks. Right, so in this one we'll have the pigs. Specifically 6 because a fully manned... did I build a whole pile of pigsties? I did. Idiot. Shepherd's Lodge. That's what these ones are. Fix the holes in the fences or else the animals will get out, and nobody wants that. So yeah, in one of these we will have goats for milk, and again 6. In this one we'll have 6 sheep for wool. We will want to double up on all this stuff because quite a few resources use different parts of the sort of production chain, and so yeah, at some point various different places will want to use wool, various different places use textiles which are made out of wool, all this kind of stuff. So we will want to double up on all that eventually, but not at this moment. And let's give them some storage. Now, I want to stay away from those ghosts, so I shall create a second road. Oops. And it shall go all the way this direction into the trees. This is where we'll set up a woodcutter and all that kind of stuff. So you got a woodcutter's lodge. We shall set up a forester here, and to be honest we'll want a second woodcutter's lodge very quickly. And we shall... I can't really connect those up. That's unfortunate. Storage and production. We'll give them a storage yard. So, time to see if the ghosts will attack unprovoked. And lo and behold, just like Pharaoh, in a certain corner of the map, these people all just come trailing in, stand on a house location, and it evolves into the default house. Once they get food, that evolves into the next level. Then they'll want something like alcohol, and speaking of alcohol, we need to set up the alcohol industry. That can be here. And yeah, after alcohol comes something else. After that they want clothes. After that they want pottery or something nonsense like that. Just very reminiscent of Pharaoh and Caesar and what would you call it? Age of Mythology and games like that. So these are your default little shacks or houses, and it'll devolve soon due to lack of food, which means people will leave, but they'll get food, and then after a month passes they'll evolve into the next level house, and then we'll have a little icon telling us exactly what they want after that. And they're already harvesting the ripe apples, which is useful. Nearly worth sending. Let's see now. I want not the food industry yet. Farming, farmer, and a little storage yard there, so he doesn't have to 4 million miles. And give him a few extra trees for the future. Should be able to get all them. Yeah, because the people are walking through them. That's okay. And now that they're finished with the already ripe apples, all these farmers are going to, well, plant turnips. Now, whilst I've played a bit of this game, I am nowhere near close enough to actually finalising, you know, a strategy or anything. I'm just sort of basically copying the starting stuff that you would do in like Pharaoh. I need to actually play Pharaoh. I record some of it because I absolutely fucking adore that game. So, as we can see, this is the next level of houses. They've all received food, and they can no longer evolve until a peddler delivers alcohol, which is what we have this for. But they can't make anything until, well, they have apples, but they need wood or something. No, they need water. That's right. So, a little well right beside it. Yeah, as in with Pharaoh, you have your various government stuff. You have your tax offices, town halls to collect taxes, all that kind of fun stuff. And to be honest, let's actually make sure we're collecting taxes. City needs more workers. That's fine. We'll get them. So we will. Let's go with another row of houses. There. And the same this side. And that should do us for quite some time, because we'll have the base population we get out of this number of buildings, and obviously then when these evolve they have room for extra people, because this one here, which is the level 2 hut, has a population of 12, but this one only has a population of 8. So with each evolved house we get an extra 4 population, which is why you kind of want to stay on top of it, and why you want to keep bringing... Is that a fucking goblin? What are you doing in my goddamn civilized settlement, you prick? Go on. Oh, I'm going fuck away off. Would have to set up a guard tower pretty early. We only have 2 wood. That's great. What's it all getting used in? I don't know, but we need to speed this game up. No call to be playing at pleb speeds. We have 6, 5, 4... See, the wood keeps getting used. That's why I'm saying you would definitely need at least 2 wood cutters to start off with, but even that is proven to be a little bit too little. But yeah, none of those buildings cost any actual resources like wood to create, but a lot of buildings do cost resources, especially the more powerful ones, or the defenses, military stuff, all that kind of thing. So yeah, some wood's been created. We've got milk on the go. We've got alcohol hopefully being brewed. A couple of these houses are going to evolve soon because they have no food. Eek. As soon as we get 12, guard towers going here. Go on, one more. There we go. So I'm assuming that if any goblins are going to be coming along, they'll be hopefully within the radius of this thing. But time will tell. So now they want furniture. And to get furniture, we need to go into industry. That'll be a Carpenter Shop. And we'll make this little row here, industry sort of alley. So Carpenter Shop can go there. But they'll also need planks, which will be the sawmill's prerogative to sort out. And to be honest, I am actually going to go on ahead and build another woodcutter. But to try and combat that, we shall... Another forester, and we need to hook him up to a road. This will be the first weird looking road. But sometimes it's nice just to vary it up a wee bit. You'll see some notifications here of trade routes being opened, but I'm nowhere near thinking about trade routes at this stage because it's just not necessary. Since we have so much wool, it's probably worth firing out a clothier or something like that. Not shoemaker, weaver shop that produces textiles. And we're probably going to want to put down a second storage unit here pretty quickly. So more alcohol being made because apples are coming in. We're going to get a good harvest of apples this time around. Or is he going to even have enough manpower to deal with all that? He should do. So what is that that's being stored in here? So we have milk, we have furniture, and we have textiles and leather. Nice. So until we did go a wee bit quick with the houses, and to be honest though, we actually need to beautify a few things. So just want a small garden here, folks. Increases the appeal in a 2-tile radius, which is exactly what I need. So it is. A quick autosave. What is this? Fame. 50 fame. All these other resources are things that allow you to cast spells, do research, all that kind of thing. And I haven't really got round to that element of the game yet. It's basically just filthy goblin thief. Go to. So there he is. So is he going to come in range of this tower? Hit him. There we go. And we can only gather these resources back if we have, say, an active military unit and we drag them over. They declare, there's a pop-up on the screen, oh, and a military unit has found some drop resources. Do you wish to collect them? And then you collect them. So I suppose the thing we should look at is the world map. Now, if anyone remembers things like Pharaoh, this basic sort of style of layout would seem familiar. We have us here, and we have various other civilizations around us, and we can go in and we can attack, trade, you know, improve relations, set up, well, trade routes. And yeah, apparently, you know, you can attack, so I don't know if that's you just sort of say, right, take these troops, launch the attack, and it sort of does it for you, or do you go into like a different screen and meet them on the battlefield? I'm not sure, but it's something I intend to find out in due course. So I know there's a couple of things that we're going to need to do shortly to prevent certain things from happening. But first of all, you see this icon has come up above these houses because these are level 5 cabins, and they need this house cannot evolve until the peddler delivers some clothes. Now, we do have textiles and stuff being made, which means if we go into industry and go to clother shop, there'll be a bunch of textiles there ready for them to make stuff from, and I know quite quickly after that they're going to want shoes, so we'll put the shoemaker there as well. And since we're at it, let's go and raw materials. No, not mason, not coal digger, iron digger. Let's put that there, give him a storage yard, and our closest stone and coal is down here, so we'll build up a little mini sort of industry area. So we'll bring this down to about here, and yeah, we'll take it from here. So raw materials, mason can be built there, a coal digger there, storage in between them, and eventually we're going to want to put down a guard tower, which we have the supplies for. Fantastic. We'll put that there to protect this sort of exposed storage area from any sort of goblin attacks. Now, there's a few other things we could set up, such as we need a mushroom collector for apothecary and all the sort of medicine kind of stuff, and then we have rabbits and probably turkeys floating about somewhere that we can hunt with our what would you call it? Not farming, husbandry, hunter's lodge, that's the one. So we've got some turkeys and stuff down here and chickens, but these ones are relatively close, so I think I may just go with that instead. So, road. I don't like that. It's gonna annoy me. Trying to think what would be the best way to approach that. You know, do we do a second road all the way? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, get a road going along behind these farms as a marker, and bring that. Can we? Ah, the fucking trees in the way. Always, trees always get in the way, no matter what game I'm playing. Road. On up with you, boy. So this is where our hunter will be, and we'll get the mushroom collector guy over here. So, raw materials, no it's not, it's food industry, hunter's lodge, right smack in the middle of those. And to be honest, they're going to need their own storage area, because all of our storage yards are getting pretty full. And do we have... Where is Plant Gatherer? Herbalist Shop, that's the one. And onto that we can... that storage yard should do the two of them. Ooh, it won't. So yeah. Where is the... What's this? I don't want to put that there, and cover all those houses at the moment. And yeah, let's continue on. So yeah, you'll see these flashing about evolving based on just, you know, the current supply of materials. But that's just something we're just going to put up with in the short term. There's already wool brought over here. A lot of wool in this settlement. You know what we could do actually is have a herbalist shop set up here as well, just for some closer mess, because there's quite a few bits and pieces to pick up there. And with the raw meat, we want to build a smokehouse to make Wurst. Because who doesn't like a bit of Wurst? Dairy. Takes milk, makes cheese. Put that there. Because they're all going to want this stuff eventually anyway. So they're out of alcohol. See, that's the problem with picking the Easterns. You do need more alcohol. And yeah, we're going to want to set up a second brewer just to make use of the apples before they get used up as food. Yeah, smokehouse is working. All our mines are going. We're not being attacked by the ghosts, which is a good thing. And yeah. I'm not sure about the pathfinding for some of these people, because there's clearly storage yards with empty space closer by, but you'll see them taking wool and stuff up to random ones. Like the guy with the coal hasn't taken one bit of coal to this one, but he's, look at him, just, it's like, oh shit, I wish there was a storage yard closer to me where I didn't have to carry all this coal so far. There is, you idiot. You fucking ass. So they're still complaining about food, alcohol, furniture, beautification. Really? You don't like living beside ghosts? I mean, it's a bit picky, don't you think? Why is there coal in this storage yard? I mean, honestly, why is there coal? It is like the furthest point away. So yeah, routing is an issue with this game, which I've noticed. But I digress. Let's look at what else we can be doing. Now, constabulary is something we do want set up because we don't want anybody stealing shit. We are finding it difficult to stay on top of the population due to the lack of food and stuff. Go to, where is this? He should get shot by this on his way out. Go on, there we go. So they're just going to be a constant nuisance. But it's something I think we can deal with. We really are struggling for alcohol and food. So it might be worth considering firing out a second peddlers and then setting up more food industry, because they do seem to be struggling. So to that effect, after the autosave we shall put down a few more growers lodges, probably 3 of them, and set up turnips around each. And of course, now this goblin's taking a slightly different path. but he should still come in range, and hopefully he'll get him. There we go. We're also going to want to set up apples all the way around. To be honest, let's make it double apples. The apples and the turnips have different growing seasons and harvesting seasons, so they don't really take work away from, you know, it's not as though if you have too many apples, they spend all their time harvesting apples and not enough time getting the turnips in. It balances out. Why aren't you? What do you need? Logs. Not enough logs. Really? Well, I suppose our sawmill would use up a lot of them. Raw materials, woodcutter's lodge, and to be honest, we can just get rid of this forest up here. So we can. And apologies if you hear a few doors banging about in the background, but you know, there's nothing I can do about that. You're just gonna put up with it. So yeah, another goblin trying to steal stuff, but hopefully he will, because of where his base is, he'll pathfind past this tower once again. And eventually when we get a bit of a military going, we can deal with it and get all the supplies back. There we go. The sounds in this game do leave a little bit to the imagination, because just listen. You know, they're like 2-second sound clips just on repeat. Plague strikes. Ah, bastard. Huh. What do we... Hold on. We want to put one here as well, just to make sure everybody gets actually covered. But we're going to take a bit of a population hit here now because of the disease, and it's going to spread. But hopefully we can get some meds out to people as soon as possible. Because we... Oh my god. That is fine. I don't care about the goblin attack. So this herbalist... That is a herbalist, isn't it? No, Carpenter Shop. That's the herbalist. Not enough logs. They all need logs. So once we sort out that little issue, we should be okay. A lot of logs are needed. A lot of logs. But now we have another 2 woodcutters over here. We have 3 on the go over here. We only have 1 sawmill, so this shouldn't use up everything. But the amount of logs do dwindle because so many buildings need them. And yeah, so this is Heartlands. I'm really enjoying the game. It has the classic feel of games of old games that I fucking goblins. Ugh, I need to find a way to turn them notifications off. Maybe just like a little pop-up here instead of like pausing the game on me and telling me, you know, the same message over and over again. But anyway, as I was saying, it brings back fond memories of games that I put a ridiculous amount of hours into as a kid, and yeah, it has something extra to offer. I mean, it's not exactly the same. The style might be the same in terms of core gameplay and the sort of some of the mechanics, but it does add different elements. You've got different on-map threats, you've got magic, you've got research, you've got different types of resources and things you can do. So I am looking forward to getting a proper playthrough on this and seeing how it develops. But that will have to wait till the next episode, because this episode is over. Please, 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 please go away. Until next time, and good luck and goodbye.